The finals of course had its brand new season, yet there was actually a decent amount of hidden changes that weren't in the patch notes, even some additional things said on the recent developer livestream, with some added context on why features are or aren't there. We'll go over all those brand new sneaky details, some community updates, as well as a whole bunch more. What's up world, Utopia here, back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things the finals. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. We'll provide a little bit of context here so we know what we're jumping into. Of course, we did get Season 9, the new patch notes, and a few other things there. But I'm sure you've seen through all those things now, the new map, the new Point Break mode, their new World Tour progression system, as well as that new reward system and reward coins, where yes, they actually did restore those ranked rewards. Essentially, they are putting a lot of the rewards back into the ranked modes. Players did find if you were able to grind those in the casual modes, it would kind of take away from that casual experience. So things like the gold, platinum, diamond weapons are going to stay in ranked. That does also include the emblems and ruby rewards, which also will stay in ranked to top 500. They do mention though charms and stickers will stay in the new world tour. That way you still do have some goodies to grab and snag in the other casual modes. They do mention, of course, Emerald tier rewards are going to be earned in World Tour, with multi-bucks available there as well. Curious in your guys' thoughts on that in general. Do you like the change? Did you like the previous change? Did you kind of think that was a good decision there? But now that we have that context out of the way, we can move on to the actual details of what's going on with Season 9. Again, this is all the hidden things that players have found, as well as some additional context from the developer livestream. First off here, I actually do want to cover that developer livestream because that even gives more context to what's going on there. Now, actually, a majority of these things did happen in the audio or visual version of the livestream, so essentially not in the chat section. The first thing here was Oscar did go over the World Tour 2.0 schedule. Of course, we have those new rotating events, things like Snowball Blitz, Double Jump, Super Cash, and Flows returning, but they're also going to have an event pass and a collection event later tied to this. The patch notes details a little bit here that all modes do count toward that progression, but they don't mention the schedule UI here with those named in event tracks. So pretty cool there. We have some events returning with that event pass and collection event that will be happening sometime soon. The next one here is a little bit more context on the Point Break mode. Now, some of you might be wondering, those of you that are still on PlayStation 4, well, the Point Break mode is actually not available on PlayStation 4. I'm sure many of you didn't know that PlayStation 4 accounts for a very small percentage, but there are still players that do have that system. But as we did here recently, Embark actually did make the acknowledgement that the PlayStation 4 is going to be sunsetting at the start of Season 10, which is happening as of March 18th, 2026. This has actually been an industry-wide thing. A lot of games are ending service for the PlayStation 4 and older consoles, at least of course with live service games that still had to update on those platforms. It should give devs a lot more leeway to actually take advantage of the newer gen systems, although they technically are current gen, as we're about to be getting our next gen in the next year or two. I could potentially see some delays into 2028 for those next-gen consoles, but they are happening a lot sooner than later. Essentially, this current generation is already almost over, so it wasn't even quite surprising they did still support the PlayStation 4 and even put it on that platform. But yeah, as of now, PlayStation 4 does not have access to that mode. Oscar does mention really good reasons for this, saying that it's just way too heavy with 16 players, and that the PlayStation 4 was kind of holding them back from the innovative gameplay they wanted to do. Now we're finally seeing that come to fruition here with Point Break, so yeah, unfortunately is not available on the PlayStation 4 currently. And to be completely honest there, even the current gen is holding back gaming a little bit, especially when it pertains to the PC platform. A lot of recent games have actually been nerfed on their quality level when they were actually ported from the PC platform down to consoles. That's happened with several games recently, so super disappointing to see there, because they also nerfed the PC version and several quality of life changes there. Recent games I can think of is New World lost a bunch of features once it went to the actual console platform, so I really do hope we see that less and less, and I'm just kind of happy that they are moving forward here. The next one here, Oscar did talk about the launch day issue that players were having, which was the Emerald P90 that was missing from a lot of players' inventories. Of course, he was just acknowledging that they understand that that's happening. Well, we actually do have an official update here from Embark Dusty. There's a lot more with this update from Embark Dusty, but I'm just going to cover this section for right now to provide more context, where she does say they're working to get this to everyone that earned it, and that it's already been delivered to some of you, so they're kind of rolling that one out there, but they do want to make sure everyone has it as soon as possible. So just a matter of time there when the rollout eventually does reach you. Again, I will continue with that update from Dusty here in a minute. There was one last thing Oscar mentioned here, and this mostly pertained to content creators. But for other creators out there, they did actually add a bunch of things into the press kit. Normally, a lot of that is available to all of you. Sometimes those creator kits are actually press exclusive. In this case, though, the finals has that very open. So if you want to check those out, they do have some new seasonal animated backgrounds and a few other things located in that press kit. Very cool to see. They're constantly updating that as well. That actually does cover it for the live stream and all the notes there. Again, there is more hidden things we'll go over here in a minute as well, but I do want to finish with that developer update from Dusty, because that one did just get launched today. She first off does give an opening statement here, where she does mention they actually have increased the pick rate for Fangwai City, so you should see it a little more often. That was sort of the note I actually got from creators during the preview event, that the map rate and spawn-in rate was kind of a little bit lower than they expected. I'm glad they have upped that one there. Next up here is some dev notes with the Ruby Nullifier. So this one actually does require a client update, where it's a kind of update where you need to download a patch. It's not just server-sided where they can just put a hotfix in, you don't need to download anything. So they do mention that it will be delivered next time with either 9.1 or sooner if there is an actual downloadable hotfix. So that one should also make it to your inbox and inventory sometime soon. There also is currently an issue with the Season 6 Legacy Battle Pass. If you already own this one, you should actually be able to access it. However, if you never bought the Season 6 Legacy Battle Pass, there has been currently an issue with being able to purchase it in the Legacy platform area. They do mention that a fix will come with the next client update as well. It does still seem like you can actually gift the Legacy Battle Pass. So for those of you that can't wait, maybe you can ask a friend to gift it to you. If not, though, unfortunately, you will need to wait until the next update, which should be here shortly anyways. They also did make an announcement here for Trentilla on winning Season 8 sponsor Showdown. They're going to be delivering the prize sweatshirt to everyone in-game soon, so stay on the lookout for that, and be sure to drink tiger juice. I also will have an update here for the sponsor Showdown that happened in my Discord. I know I've been running behind a lot of the stuff with the holiday season, etc. It has been pure chaos in both my IRL life and with the video content stuff, so if you can, please bear with me a little bit longer there. One of the last updates here is actually something that's been talked about a lot in the community, and that is the Barricade development. So if you haven't seen this one, you actually can place the Barricade practically anywhere, even inside of walls. Well, they do mention that this change, unfortunately, is actually a bug and not intended. It can lead to some exploits, even if it does also make the item easier to use. So they're going to be looking to fix this ASAP. But they also did say they're going to try to make it a little bit easier to actually deploy the Barricade in general. So with that getting resolved, you're going to get a proper fix for the deployable barricades as well. I do know a lot of people are upset with that. They really enjoyed the new barricade placements, but hopefully they do have a nice fix for us here. Last up here, they actually have removed the Chroma Pad set. They said it needs a little bit more time and refinement to be in the store. So they did remove it, but you can still purchase the sticker, and you can also pick up the Chroma Plate multi-device screen for free. Anybody that did already buy the Chroma Pad skin will also receive a refund for that item. So pretty cool there. If you didn't purchase it, you're going to get your multi-bucks back, and then of course you can repurchase it when it is ready. Speaking of cosmetics, we do have some brand new Twitch drops here, where you can get yourself the full set for Calvin. So if you watch up to 4 hours, you can eventually get the Gravity Cube, Calvin the Cube. There's also one other community mentionable here, which was the Vulp ship was actually located in Arc Raiders alpha footage. Originally, they had these huge open world maps, these pertaining to Arc Raiders, where all the maps were kind of combined into one, and you could traverse through all of those with vehicles, and the Vulp sponsorship was actually located on the vehicle. So yeah, these universes are definitely connected some way, shape, or form, although they could have always just borrowed ideas and assets from the finals, but there has been several connections between the two. Last up here, of course, we do have those mentionables from my community. I am running some more giveaways as per usual, so check out the Discord for those. But of course, we also do have those features from the Star Models page. Back again for another week is Mount Skew. Showcases off a really cool color combo here, the red highlights into the white, with some nice gold to top it off, and even a diamond sniper. This one definitely mirrors very, very well. We have another frequent flyer here from Honey, who says, new season here and new outfit to run. Again, that was back with actually Season 8, but they went for some light supernatural style on their character. Definitely showcases some of that here, and some really cool mixing here, especially with the emote. Really liking this all red burgundy color. Third up here, we have one from Billy. They mentioned here they got some sort of CNS mix in here. Really liking the color combo on this one, the purple and black. Even kind of matching the highlights on the hair does fit very, very well. Next up here, we have one from Big Time. He's calling this one Rat. Very, very fitting there, and definitely gives the justification for it. Mixes in that new mask we had back then. Last up here, but certainly not least, is another one from Mount Skew. It shows off another mirror one here with the black and gold with the red highlights, which just looks absolutely fantastic. Those two we had here on the features definitely go together. Overall, that's about cover for today's video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and until the next one. Deuces.